everybody, welcome back to Bag Buzz. Today we are talking about how to spot those nasty online scammers. So I have been scammed before and it was not pleasant. So over the years I have discovered some tips and tricks that I have learned to prevent myself and to help you to not be scammed. And if this video can just help even one person prevent themselves from being scammed, then my job is done and I am very happy. Stay tuned and let's get into the video. My first tip for you guys is to ask what method of payments they accept. And if they don't accept the secure method of payments like PayPal, credit card, then that's definitely a red flag, especially if they are a company and they do this for a living. There's no reason why they shouldn't accept secure method of payments. But if they are Facebook seller, personal seller selling their own belongings on Facebook Marketplace or things like that, then they should still have PayPal. Don't gamble it. Don't chance it. Don't do it. Because what Facebook Marketplace does is they have a lot of fake profiles. So they will put fake pictures as their profiles, have fake friends, and just they can disappear just like that. And not to say that companies can't too, but this is where you would have to take the other tips into consideration, which will we get to in the future. And so there's no reason why no one can set up PayPal because I think 90% of people use it. So it just protects you as a buyer. And if they don't have reviews or a reputation, then there's no reason why you should be risking your money and gambling it and praying while you sleep, please, I hope I get a bag in the mail or a real bag, if anything, right? So that is just my advice and my tip, because a lot of people I know do get scammed on Facebook Marketplace and they never recoup their money because they sent it via Venmo, email transfer, Zelle, or things like that, the unsecured method of payments. And that's a scammer's dream, is to say, nope, I don't accept PayPal, I don't accept credit card, I don't accept any secure method of payments, only these methods, right? So it is just better to pay the extra fees just so you can have peace of mind. Otherwise, go with a company or go with something that has a reputation or reviews. Otherwise, don't risk your money. Number 2 is if you want to ensure they actually have the bag in their possession. So this doesn't apply to resellers because resellers, they resell and they won't have the bag in their possession. However, if they do have the bag in their possession, so if they are selling on Facebook Marketplace, there's no reason why they wouldn't be able to provide you this tip that I'm about to share with you. And that is a name card with their item that they're selling. So if they're selling a handbag and they say, yes, this is my handbag, then ask them, can you put your name and the date on a card or a piece of paper and take photos of the item that you're interested in with it? Even better, take a video. And why you want to do this is because that ensures they actually have the item with them and that they're not just stealing pictures online, using stock photos and trying to sell you an imaginary purse, right? So why I really recommend doing this is just for an extra security measure, but that is still not to say you shouldn't do any more due diligence, because someone can easily take this name card with their bag but still not ship you the item. And that's why paying through PayPal, where your money is secured if they don't ship you an item, is just gonna have more peace of mind and prevent you from being scammed and out of money, right? And what I also want to say about this tip is that definitely tell them, I want the name card with the serial number. If you are the type of person that wants to get it authenticated before you purchase, which you should, I don't see why you wouldn't, you want to get it authenticated yourself. So ask them to take a photo of the date code, serial, hot stamp, and engravings and all that good stuff, and if they can include the name card somewhere in the serial, because you don't want them to be sending you a picture of the whole bag and then send you a authentic serial from someone else's bag, because I've seen scammers do that. They would take a picture of a bag and they could have the name card on it, but they're gonna send you a different serial number that didn't belong in, that wasn't even in that bag. And when you get it authenticated, of course it's going to come back authentic. So then you're going to think, oh yeah, I'll buy this bag because this person has it in their possession and it's authentic. But then there you go, you got a fake bag because that person did not give you the correct serial that was actually in the bag. So that's just another tip. So if you want to just take that extra measure, do it just for peace of mind. No one wants to get fake bags sent to them. We're not about fakes here. If you are about fakes, please do not watch any more of our videos. We do not promote fakes. So that is my second tip, is to get them to get a name card with their bag. The third tip is going back to the first one. Check their reviews. Google that company's name, or if that is that person is a famous seller, a personal seller, or a personal shopper, just Google their name and see what pops up, because most of the time something will, if they are a scammer or if they're reputable. There's no reason why they shouldn't have not a single review. And this doesn't really work for Facebook sellers, obviously, because they're just personal sellers, and normally if you do Google their name, they change their name, all that stuff. But if you were, shopping and looking at a possible Instagram consignment and you don't know whether they're legit or not, just Google their company name, see what pops up, because someone might have mentioned them in the purse form, or someone has wrote a review about them, and that's something that you need to definitely take into consideration when sending any sorts of funds to a seller. So remember, always do a Google search, check the reviews, see if they have Facebook reviews, see if they have purse form reviews, see if they have Google reviews, see if their name pops up anywhere, and if they don't, that's honestly a red flag, and we gotta take extra measures to check if they are legit or not. The fourth tip I have is to check if they have a consistent background, if they are a consignment business. So normally consignment businesses, they have consignment coming in and new arrivals, and they take all those photos, so they should have the items in stock, and they will have very consistent backgrounds. They normally just put it, whether it has a potted plant, a marble background, or something like that, it should be consistent photos. Unless they are a reseller as well, then that would explain why the pictures and the backgrounds are not the same. But that is definitely a red flag if they are a consignment and they don't always have the same consistent background and pictures. So the fifth is a very unconventional one, is not my go-to one, but it is still an extra measure that you can take, which is if they claim that they are a business, and some of the online businesses will say established since 2016, 2013, whatever it may be, if they are a business, then they should be registered and paying taxes. So what I would ask with this is, if you're still in doubt of this company and you want to see, if you want to take that extra measure to see if they're legitimate or not, ask them if they can show proof of their business license. Now normally when you go into any business, this is legally supposed to be displayed in the facility, wherever their establishment is. So it is a legal document that needs to be visible for consumers. So I don't see why you wouldn't be able to ask, hey, are you a registered business? And if they say, yeah, we are, then ask them to see a picture of the business license. And if they can't, then that should raise red flags, but that should raise red flags. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that one, because I've never asked a company that, but I thought it was a really, really great tip that not everyone uses, and just an extra measure that I would just throw in there. Other tips I want to quickly go over is don't be afraid to ask your community whether this person is legitimate or if anyone else has dealt with them. So there's Facebook groups that are free. There's a purse form that's free. Just get an account, sign up, and ask the community. No way you can tell me you don't have time, 30 minutes, to just take that extra step to ask the community than to be scammed of $3,000 or $1,000. So just take that extra time to ask your community, whether it be those Facebook groups, buy and sell, or the purse form, and someone will normally get back to you within 30 minutes, to be honest. I've asked questions on the purse form before, and I've gotten like instant replies. There's a lot of bag addicts on that form, so they're ready to answer your questions. And if someone's been scammed by them before, or someone will scope out that account for you, they're very useful and they're very helpful. So they will give you some good insight. So ask your community. Don't be shy. Another tip to just be alert is don't believe an Instagram account that has a lot of followers. Just because it says it has 17,000 followers, all these followers can be faked. And that's what one of my clients got scammed by. It was a Instagram account that had 17,000 followers, and that's why she thought it was legitimate. But those followers can be faked, can be bought, and even comments can be bought. I didn't even know this, and likes can be bought. So you just really gotta be alert when it comes to just trusting an Instagram account with a lot of followers. Just don't do it. So don't believe it just because it has a lot of followers, is what I'm trying to say. Another tip I want to mention is, does this seller seem very pushy? And if they do seem really pushy and seem very irritated or annoyed and make you kind of feel bad for wasting their time, that's also kind of a red flag. I feel that scammers use as a tactic, because they will try to make you feel bad and then push you into that sale really quick without examining, without letting you do your homework. So if they are very pushy like that, that's a red flag, in my opinion. Not sure what you guys experience out there, because some scammers are super nice too. They call you dear, they call you love, they call you hun, and all this stuff. So it's kind of a just go with your gut. The other tip I want to mention is if the price is too good to be true. So no one's going to be selling a brand new Chanel Jumbo for $3,000 Canadian, and they're going to throw you a sob story or a very believable story saying the reason we are selling this for super cheap is because it was my ex-girlfriend's, and I'm just trying to sell it now because I don't want it. Or, oh, due to the coronavirus, we are just in need of funds, so I just need urgent cash. They will sell you any story to believe why they're selling it for dirt cheap. And this is going to make you go into impulse buying mode, I feel. And that's their tactic. Because they're going to be like, oh, I have 10, they will tell you they have 10 inquiries, it's going to be sold soon. And then you're going to be like, I want this deal so bad. So you're going to send money without doing any research, any background checks, you know, and that's when you get scammed. Aww. So please don't do that. And please do not believe any story that these online sellers or Facebook private sellers are trying to tell you, because that's a majority of how people get scammed, because they think it's a really great deal. They can't pass it up and they just gotta get it. But there you go. You don't even get a bag, or you get a fake bag, and it was because the price was too good to be true. Not to say that there are very good deals out there if it's from a reputable company or a reputable seller. So just keep that in mind. If the price is too good to be true, don't just jump on it without doing your due diligence first. So those are my tips for you guys. If you guys like that video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see a part 2, because I definitely have more tips. I didn't want to carry on this video too long, but I definitely want to do a part 2. I definitely want to tell you guys my story on being scammed. I want to know what videos you guys want to see next. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.